All dead, just as I feared. Wait, what's this? Fascinating. Most of the monuments up here are inscribed with 3-stanza epitaphs. It was a common practice. This rubbing appears to be Tarug's first stanza. It's written in Old Orcish, proclaiming the memorial's inaccessibility. They found Tarug's shrine! Well, obviously they found the shrine higher up on the mountain. As to why they came here to die, I have no idea. Maybe the lack of supplies drove them down. Or they were coming back to meet us. Let us know that they reached the shrine. Let me translate this rubbing. No looters, no lesser orcs. Remarkable. We should try to find the other 2 stanzas. If I can read the entire epitaph, it might point us to the location of the armlet of Torug. After that, we'll see.
Poor orcs! Stibbons, be a dear and bury them.
Don't be ridiculous. They died well. Leave them where they fell.
Leave them? Out in the open? How barbaric!
Orcs don't bury their dead. And these are the first orcs to rest on sorrow in generations. We won't steal that honor from them.
Fine. You are the expert, after all. I can't believe we're just going to leave those poor orcs out here in the open for all the world to see. If you ask me, that's no way to treat the dead.
Between you and me, I'm glad Karsten decided to leave the dead orcs where they fell. I have no idea how I would have dug proper graves in this ground. It's frozen solid.
they found the third stanza.
Quiet, Stibbons! There might still be ogres about. Quickly, Karsten. What does it say?
Let me take a look. Torug wasn't pleased that they built his shrine below the summit. He wanted to rest at the top.
Does it say anything about the armlet of Torug?
He carried it to the summit. It says he laid Sorrow's kiss upon it. Yes, Zugka. I'm certain it's kiss.
Sorrow's kiss? The same phrase from the fragment. Doesn't that sound so romantic, Stibbons?
Very sentimental, milady. But are you sure that doesn't say Zugra?
Now, Stibbons, really, leave the translating to the experts. In the meantime, I must speak to our friend. Isn't this wonderful news? To protect his own tomb from looters and to ensure his legend among his people, Torug climbed to the summit, and he took his relics with him. Now, be a dear and go up there and retrieve the armlet of Torug for me. Ugh, haven't we been over this? I swear, sometimes I think you hear one word I say out of every 3. You're almost as bad as my manservant Stibbons. Of course! It's written in stone. The ancients never lied when they were chiseling words into stone, you know. The new museum will be the wonder of Tamriel with such a relic as the armlet of Torug in its collection. Hyperbole to keep undesirables from venturing up. And even if there's some modicum of truth to the tale, all you need to do is grab the armlet. Easy as eating a sweet roll. Now, the thin air might make you lightheaded, but you can handle that. I don't agree with Karsten about many of his orcish ideas, but on this point, we're in perfect alignment. The proper translation is Sorrow's Kiss. Now go and get the armlet while we see what other relics we can acquire for the museum. look, our friends have returned to their senses. Oh, I told you they weren't dead, Stibbins.
And look, that must be the armlet of Torug. I refuse to let you go through with your plan, Lady Laurent.
Really, Karsten, not that again. We clearly have more to discuss. Stibbins, see to our friends.
You missed all the drama while you were unconscious. Lady Laurent and our helpful orc had a dreadfully intense argument about the armlet of Torug. Oh, it was wonderful to watch. It's the thin air up here, but whatever you did made the weather calm down, so we followed you up. That's when Karsten and Lady Laurent started arguing. Karsten thinks the shrine would be a better location to display the armlet than the museum. Oh, most indubitably. The museum hired her to acquire relics, and she hates to disappoint. Perhaps you could talk to them, help them reach a decision that gets us someplace warm, hmm? You better let me hold on to the armlet, just to be on the safe side.
I'm glad you recovered the armlet of Torug. But before you decide what to do with the relic, you need to hear what I have to say. So it would seem. This shrine stands as a tribute to our past glories. It reveals an age when orcs thought nothing of sacrificing dozens of warriors to build memorials to our strength. It sets the kind of example that the new Orsinium needs. The armlet of Torug should remain in his shrine. Make sure I climb Sorrow to see it, to understand what our ancestors were capable of achieving. In this way, the relic will become a symbol to bind our people together. Surely you can see that. Of course. Sorry I got all emotional. You climbed the summit, you found the relic. You should be the one to decide what happens to it next. Just be careful. Lady Laurent has a silver tongue and a single-mindedness that borders on reckless at times.
I don't know what's gotten into Karsten. Why would anyone want to climb all the way up to the shrine to see an ancient relic when there's a perfectly quaint museum down in Orsinium? I would say so. The museum specifically tasked us to retrieve relics and bring them to Orsinium. History is meant to be admired, not left hidden in the past. Karsten's plan means I will have failed in my mission, and Lady Laurent never fails. I knew I could count on you. Soon every orc will be able to gaze upon this important relic in the comfort of Orsinium's museum. But first, I need to see what this wonder actually does. Oh, Stibbins, be a dear and try it on, please. A little faster, Stibbins. I'm anxious to see what the relic actually does.
But, my lady, what if I'm not worthy?
Nonsense. We're not afraid of legends and superstitions, are we?
No, my lady. Of course not. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, Stibbins, what did you do this time?
Maybe your manservant was right. Maybe it does say Sorrow's curse.
Stibbins always finds a way to turn the simplest task into an ordeal. Ugh, I don't know why I continue to employ the man. The armlet of Torug will receive a place of honor in the Orsinium Museum. I believe that a prominent sign that says, "Do not touch," or "You are not worthy," would also be prudent. Now, someone at the Mages Guild will be able to help me thaw out poor Stibbins. It may take weeks for him to warm up, but he'll be fine. But you should be pleased. The orcs will sing my praises, and they're sure to say nice things about you as well. Give me a moment, and I'll open a portal back to our base camp.
A portal? So why did we have to make that harrowing climb?
Careful! Don't crack my manservant. Honestly, you orcs approach everything like you're going to war.
Perhaps you'd like to carry him, Your Majesty.
Alas, this one has no...
Didn't come all this way to die, Elf. That isn't what I signed up for.
Damn it! Where are all these Winterborn marauders coming from? Anyone see where the chief and his warriors went? Anyone? All I see is death and Iceheart's death. Did Orsinium send you? Are you part of the reinforcements? The Winterborn came out of nowhere. It happened so fast. They took our cargo into the hills and the orc peasants chased them. That's when Chief Bazrog and his warriors arrived. Our caravan was heading for Orsinium, the new orc city, when the Winterborn landed on the wagons like flesh flies on skeever pie. The orc peasants refused to let their supplies be taken, so they chased the marauders into the hills. case you haven't noticed, these cracked acorns aren't worth their weight in bloodberry pudding. Besides, before we could rally our forces, Chief Basrog and his orc warriors arrived. He told us to wait here and then went after the marauders. I knew I liked you the moment I saw you. Chief Basrog is big and mean and looks like he can fight, but there were an awful lot of marauders. Iceheart's Winterborn won't stop until Basrog and all the orc peasants are dead. You better hurry. He's a chief, in charge of an orc clan or something. If you ask me, he's got more than a chip on his shoulder. It's a whole damn mountain. I don't think he's a big supporter of King Korog, but he saved us before he went to help the peasants. No, we were the caravan guards. Basrog said he was on patrol, looking for Winterborn marauders.
Thanks for the help. We'll head back to the caravan now. Stupid to come out here on our own anyway. There are still some of us hiding in the cave near the waterfall. You have to help them too.
Bastards never had a chance. I saw what you did out there. Thanks for helping the clan orcs. The ones in here, I think it's too late to help them. Iceheart. He froze them solid. The bastards got magic, the likes of which I've never seen. Yes, I'm with Basrog. We were out on patrol when we saw the Winterborn attack the caravan. By the time we reached the wagons, the marauders had already stolen the supplies, and a group of orc peasants were trying to chase them down. Stupid peasants. You're Fawn Iceheart. He's the most powerful of the Winterborn warlords that have been raiding Hrothgar the past few years. Since he arrived from the Reach, the attacks have gotten worse. Iceheart is strong, ambitious, and extremely dangerous. I like your courage, but I don't think you'll get to test it today. If Iceheart was still around, we'd be frozen solid by now. My guess? He got what he wanted and hightailed it out of here. A shame, really. The outlying clans need those supplies. Enough food and supplies to get the outlying clans through the winter. Those supplies. Chief Bosrog went to track down the missiles. I don't know what we're going to do. Search the area and see if you can find anything that even hints as to where the Marauders disappeared to. If you happen to pick up their trail, find Chief Bosrog. He'll know what to do. Leave no stone unturned. Anything you uncover will prove useful.
supplies belong to the Winterborn now!
The clan peasants. Are they on their way to Orsinium?
You're the outsider who leaped into the bear's den to fight the Winterborn? Shan, the wood elf, mentioned you. Surprised you didn't end up all bruised and bloody like the rest of these fools. This is our home, not an amusement for your pleasure. And I appreciate that. Doesn't change the fact that I despise that you're here, though, sticking your nose in our business. The king's invitation. What a royal bag of snakes that is. Look, you have my thanks for saving those people. And as much as I hate it, I owe you a favor. But right now, I need to determine where they took the stolen supplies. Let me see that. We've been betrayed, and for gold, no less. By Malakath, I'll make sure someone pays for this. Look, I need to protect the next caravan to come through the Merchant's Gate. If you truly want to help Hrothgar, then you will help me. This note indicates that the traitor has interests in the city. I want you to track down this traitor and find our stolen shipments. The fastest way to get on my good side, and on Kurog's, is to expose the traitor and recover our supplies. I suggest you start your search in the inn. Gold and dark dealings often go hand in hand with drinking and celebrating. Don't disappoint me. I hate putting my trust in outsiders. Do everyone a favor and prove me wrong.
Those Montclair
We
traders
take you
ambushed
back.
the guard at
And with
Hinall
interest.
Farm.
It's a good day, friend. I've got gold in my pocket and a full mug in my hand. So what can I do for you? I don't see how that's any of your business. And if you're thinking of trying to rob me, well, think again. I need this gold for my daughter. Now leave me be or I'll hit you with my mug. Oh, why didn't you just say so? Being all mysterious and scaring a person half to death? So, why are you looking for Gulag? By Trinimax deformed toe, if this gold is illegal, my Shilha needs her potions. All right, let's try this. If you forget all about what we were discussing, then I might have information that will help you. Do you agree? Right. You never heard this from me, but Gulag left here a little while ago to talk to those Khajiit traders. You know, the ones who showed up recently? And if nothing else, you should be able to smell them. He wears some kind of fancy fragrance, says it keeps the spirits docile. The Khajiit sold it to him. You ask me, it smells like a dead horker left out too long in the sun. Follow that scent and it'll lead you right to him. I ain't complaining and I ain't asking questions. I'm just glad I finally got paid.
Help me.
It is almost enough to make this one want to stop dealing with him.
Arusha would agree, except for all the gold he gave us. He's got the luck of Joan and Jode, even if he smells like a dead horker.
This one hopes we are blessed with half his luck and twice his gold, but not his scent.
Here, boy! Path is ours for as long as we want. I paid in advance.
You didn't have 2 gold pieces to rub together. What changed?
And it fell right into my lap. Now come here and do the same and we'll both feel better. Ah. And who might you be? Go find another house. I hired this one for the entire day.
I'll let you deal with this, Gulag, darling. I'm going to go and get something to drink.
What's this about? If you aren't here to use the baths, it must be about my tonics. Well, I can assure you, my tonics are guaranteed to cure whatever ails you. It just takes time. And multiple applications. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a loyal subject of the king. I don't have anything to do with any damn Winterborn. No, I can explain. The people of this city, I made a deal for them. Gold from the Winterborn allows me to produce my tonics at a fraction of the cost. I'm doing this for the people. The outlying clans. They're enemies of this city and the king. Their chiefs refuse to accept the king's rule. They'd rather stay stuck in their old ways and traditions. Meanwhile, the poor of this city can't afford medicine. I'm saving lives. A small price to pay for a larger gate. I've been loyal to this city since before you outsiders started arriving. You have no right to judge me. Fine. What's the use? See what happens when you just try to help? The supplies were sent to Frostbreak Fortress. That's where the Winterborn warlord, Yorfan Iceheart, plans to regroup his forces. I'm sure he's guarding the supplies personally. It's good to meet like-minded individuals. You have my thanks. The poor of this city can take comfort in knowing they can afford the tonics they need. I'll find a way to repay you. Don't you worry about that.
Once again, welcome to Orsinium. I look forward to working with you on this grand endeavor. Ah, another traveler arrives in our grand city. Welcome, welcome. Are you one of the chosen? Do you bear the letter from the Forge Mother? I am a High Priestess of Trinimac, serving in Orsinium's temple. Like you, I'm here at the request of Forge Mother Alga to help revive the ancient traditions of truth, honor, and unity. I also greet new arrivals. Tell me, how is your journey? We've received similar reports. Just one of a series of unfortunate incidents that we plan to rectify. Orsimer soldiers and even the king himself are looking into this. King Korog believes that even those who refuse his rule must be cared for. Truly. Perhaps we can still recover the supplies the clans need to survive the winter. The decision to invite outsiders to our land has already reaped untold benefits. Tell me, where have the Winterborn hidden the supplies? You located us. Trinimac surely has sent you to us in our time of need. Take this as a reward for helping our people. And you must present yourself to Forge Mother Olga and tell her everything. Oh, look, here she comes now.
Is this one of the outsiders who responded to my invitation, High Priestess?
Yes, Grand Forge.
Thank you, Solgra. I will speak to... So, our ambassador finally found you. Took a damn time. But you're here, and that's what counts. Welcome to Orsinium. Isn't it coming along splendidly? Be proud, young one. It's your home, too. Orsimer are unstoppable when we work together. The damn Breachmen and their foul magic. It provides the Winterborn with an unlimited number of soldiers to send against us. Even so, our soldiers have dispatched all but one of their warlords. That bastard, Yothon Iceheart. Where are the supplies? Trinimac smiles upon us, then. My son, King Kurog, has already traveled to Frostbreak Fortress to deal with Warlord Iceheart directly. Without a strong leader, the Winterborn threat will fade away. You must go and tell the king about the supplies. There are two things my son can't resist. Food and battle. When he learned of Iceheart's location, he rushed to deal with the warlord personally. Help him end the threat and recover the supplies. The unification of the Orc clans depends on it. High Priestess Solgra? Oh, we couldn't have done any of this without her. She upholds the ancient traditions, traditions we sorely need right now. With her help, we will restore the true religion of the Orsimer, the religion of Trinimac. Trinimac the warrior, the paragon. Once he was our patron, our god. He encompasses the true ideals of the Orsimer. Strength, honor, and unity. Talk to High Priestess Solgra. Speaks of Trinimac with more elegance and passion than I can manage. If I can raise a little gold, I'm on the next caravan out.
From all of the clans to circle the fort.
For King Kurog! For Orsinium!
I want all the soldiers from all of the clans to circle the fort. Iceheart won't escape from me this time.
Our soldiers know what to do, Kira. You can count on that.
Then maybe this victory will finally convince you and the other chiefs to fully accept my claim to the throne. You always just barge into the king's tent without so much as a by your leave? Who in the name of First Forge do you think you are, troll breath? So, you're one of the outsiders my mother's been harping about. I'm Kurog, king of the Orsimer. Welcome to my war. Your timing's perfect. I'm just finishing this damn fine leg of chubloom. You hungry? I do enjoy a good meal before a fight. It's a good thing that that's where we're going, then. Siege was taking too long anyway. You're Fawn Iceheart of the Winterborn Warlords, and frankly, I'm ready to be done with him. He knows we're coming, so I'm expecting a good fight. You bet you are coming. Fair's fair. And it probably scared the ice water out of his veins. I want to see you in action. I'll follow. Now, let's go kill old Iceheart. Then we can return to Orsinium and feast. We need to find a way at fort to get to Iceheart. Talk to the siege commanders and see if they can get us inside.
Quite busy, can't you see?